Hi, Devan Sommerville here for Emerging Civil War, and I wanted to share with you one of my top tips for touring Civil War battlefields. I'm here on Poffenberger's Hill on the Joseph Poffenberger Farm here on the Antietam National Battlefield, and one of my top tips is come to battlefields in the winter. There are so many things that make visiting a Civil War battlefield at wintertime a huge advantage. I'm here on a fairly beautiful December day. It's just above freezing, very comfortable. The wind's not very high. And what makes it a great idea to come and visit these fields in the winter? Well, number one, the crowds. What crowds? Come here on a weekday, even on a weekend. So many fewer people visiting the battlefields, but they're open almost every single day of the year on national park sites. So you virtually have these incredible locations to yourself. You can get out, you can see everything, really spend the time to absorb it and take it in. But also, the winter gives you a totally different experience. And it's really when the battlefield opens up as a living, physical classroom of the battle, of the conflict, of the period. Just look around the trees. There's no leaves on the trees. It gives you new perspectives that you can't see at other times of the year. Looking behind me, above and behind my shoulder, behind the Poffenberger farm, one of the most critical locations of the tactical environment here at Antietam, Nicodemus Heights, the Confederate artillery platform that enfiladed the cornfield in all that morning's fight. Jeb Stuart's movement of artillery, one of the defining points of the morning phase of the battle. It's almost impossible to view that at any other time of the year than the winter. But without the trees, you can see the contours of the ground. I'm standing next to Monroe's battery, which was dueling with those Confederate cannon throughout the morning. You can see these new environments, these new dynamics that shape the battle. And in many cases, they're right beneath your feet. Look around. The fields, they're clear. You can walk almost anywhere you want. That means little things, contours in the ground, limestone outcroppings, things that absolutely affected the course of fighting here at Antietam or in many other battlefields. They're not very visible except when you come here in the winter, when you can really study how the terrain shaped the decision that the commanders and the lowest private soldier were making as they experienced these days. The same goes to hold with the ground itself. Think of all the pests. We're always worried about ticks, chiggers, mosquitoes, in some cases, snakes if you're traveling in the deep south. These are real issues you have to be careful of when you're visiting these wild and semi-wild areas in national parks. In the winter, it's much less risk. So that's a great thing too. You can walk almost anywhere and really experience these perspectives. Not to mention the value of anniversaries. So many of the key fights, whether it's Fredericksburg in the east, Stones River in the west, or in the Trans-Mississippi battles like Pea Ridge or Prairie Grove, they took place in the winter. So the perspective you get in the wintertime is actually the most accurate one to what the ground would have looked like at the time of the battle. So I'm going to spend the day here enjoying Antietam. I encourage you to get out and enjoy your national parks in the wintertime. And look, I got an advantage. I'm a Canadian. Cold doesn't bother me that much. But even if you don't love the cold, dress well, be prepared, be smart, look at what the conditions are. But really, top tip, go in the wintertime. Don't miss out on a big part of the year. Enjoy it.